Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to the JDL League, Season number 6. I'm Master Revolution 5, joined here by Hippie casting for Truesight TV. It's Team eHug up against Ollin Gaming, your Mexican squad up against your NA powerhouse here. And we're going to see how eHug plan to play to kind of foreshadow their TI5 qualifier run. Hippie, how's it going, man?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. I'm pretty excited to see eHug playing. I was actually, when the initial qualifier list was released, I was very disappointed that eHug wasn't there.
Yeah.
But now I get to watch it happen. Thanks, Summer's Rift. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, which have since basically disbanded and everything. I know a bunch of people were like, oh, well, they'll just make it through qualifiers. Qualifiers turned out to not be that easy. The Peruvian squad that made it out is looking very strong, to say the least. In the end, and taking down some pretty big-name teams, Boreal Esports being one of them. Pretty prominent NA team, in my opinion, but the South American power has risen again. eHug gonna be picking up the Visage here. Have the Storm Spirit and the IO banned out against them. They have also banned out the Shadow Fiend and the Gyrocopter. Now, Ollin Gaming is not a name you might know, and I can tell you that I know Destroyermon and I want to say Mist are actually on the team as well as PO. Currently, they have yet to prove themselves. They are gone. Let me see their record here. I had it pulled up and lost it. There we go. 0-6 at the moment. Yeah. And eHug is 4-2, sitting just a little bit above them. So they've played the same amount of games. Ollin not doing quite as hot, but this could be their chance to prove themselves, you know?
Absolutely. So it looks like, I think they're trying to debate whether or not they want to pick the Drow and deny the Visage Drow to eHug.
Yeah.
That's always kind of the question. But at the same time, there's a Queen of Pain there. And do you really want to give away Visage Queen of Pain? Because those are two just individually standout heroes.
Yeah. And Queen of Pain definitely doing a lot with Undying. I mean, you just add in Flesh Golem plus Queen of Pain, and boom, extra damage. Done. That's a great combo right away. But it will be the Witch Doctor. And they will grab the Queen of Pain over on Team eHug, which does give Ollin the chance to ban out the Drow Ranger. But eHug definitely confident that they wanted the Queen of Pain if they could get their hands on it.
I mean, one of the nice things about Visage is that you can pick Visage first, and it doesn't matter if you get Drow or not. The Visage Drow combo is really strong, but Visage, in and of himself, is a fantastic hero.
Yeah, if you pick Drow first, you're in trouble. But
I mean, Drow is an okay hero, but she's not nearly as strong as Visage or Queen of Pain.
But in other words, you're not going to get the Visage, because the enemy team can pick it up and say, oh, this is a good hero by itself. Okay, second caster is way too quiet. I will fix that right away. Thank you, Cryogenesis, for your support.
I could probably stand to speak up a little bit, too. I think I was mumbling.
I can probably stand to speak down a little bit, actually, too. Apparently, according to my family, they could hear me outside the house. I'm like, oh, okay. That's good to know.
I'm sure I've had that from time to time if there's like a really hype fight going on, but I try to tone it down just a little bit during the draft. Unless, you know, someone picks, I don't know. I don't even know what would, like, blow me away at this point. You get the occasional Meepo pick. Bloodseeker is seeing play. I don't know. Let's pick Terrorblade.
Oh god, no. Please, no.
Love that hero.
I mean, he's a fun hero to play, but he's just so ineffective right now, in my opinion.
You know, give me some Soulkeeper. He is ineffective. I don't care. I love him anyway.
He's still a really cool hero, and I like the idea behind it. I just feel like all the other carries were really overpowered in a way, you know what I mean? Or underpowered in a way at that point, and Terrorblade was like the one that wasn't nerfed beyond Oblivion. And then all of a sudden, they're like, okay, we have to do something about Terrorblade, and Terrorblade looks meh. They will ban out the Drow, though. Definitely a worthy ban here. Lesh and Zeus, excuse me, getting banned out against Ollin Gaming. And that's to kind of ban out the Undying +1 lane, where Undying just takes away your max HP, or your total HP, rather, and then a nuke comes in and annihilates you.
Yeah, it can get pretty darn brutal.
I think we...
In general, also, heroes that can take away Visage's Gravekeeper's Cloak between the two of them. Probably not a primary reason, but it's something. It can be a little frustrating to play against constant damage as a Visage. You kind of want to be absorbing big hits.
Yeah, because when you don't have that Gravekeeper's Cloak up, if I'm not mistaken, Visage actually has 10% base magic resist.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So magic damage is pretty good against him if you have lots of usage of it. Laguna Blade, not so much.
Depends on how many Gravekeeper's Cloak layers he has, but yes.
Did you see that, the golden ticket to TI5 entry from, Big Plays?
I did not.
Okay. Well, if you ever watched The Hunchback of Notre Dame as a kid, you will get a kick of this. He's basically Visage speaking to Icefrog about, like, why won't you buff me? I want to be a pub stomper. And it is so bad it's good.
Sounds good. I'll have to take a look for it after the game.
Yeah, I'll link it to you afterwards tonight or something. But it's the one point where, like, Void comes up to him and says, I'm going to take your Rex, and what are you going to do about it? And Visage is like, I'm going to have 5 more armor than the next time you hit me. So, nothing. Never mind. I'll go home now. Like, Gravekeeper's Cloak is good, but if you have the damage to take it off, I mean, he's basically naked underneath that thing.
I mean, well, he's just like this little specter. He probably dissipates pretty easily.
Yep.
And you smack through him if he doesn't have his cloak. Earthshaker ban out, not surprising. Very, very strong support at this phase of the game. Can do plenty of stuff from very long ranges. Can be very frustrating. So, probably a core Undying there. Maybe we're doing 2-1-2 or something.
Yeah.
Since we have the Witch Doctor and the Venge. Unless we're going back to the days of core Venge, but that was only really ever a thing recently in CIS Dota, and not for very long.
Yeah. It was one of those, like, Havos things where it's like, it can work. You know what, guys? Let's not pick it anymore. We're done.
Actually, Power Rangers did really, really well with it.
That's the other team, yeah. I forgot about them completely.
I love those guys. I never forget about them. Team of my heart.
Yeah. I'm honestly surprised that they haven't done better recently, but I feel like their players have been just kind of, oh, we'll take this one. We'll take this one. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, we have no players anymore, team. What do we do? But Ancient Apparition. Huh?
I said thanks, Navi.
Yeah, thank you, Navi. Player recycling program and everything. Ancient Apparition, they're going to be up for eHug. Nice semi-counter to Undying, as he does want to set up his shop with the Tombstone in one place and then fight right there. He doesn't want to have to walk away and then come back in a second, because chances are everyone else will have left. He's kind of the undead life of the party in that case.
I'm not giving you anything for that one.
Yeah, that one,
Sorry.
It didn't work out very well.
That one did not.
Yeah. Oh, but Tinker for Ollin Gaming. Okay. I do like this against the AA, simply because oftentimes he doesn't have to be in the fight when it starts, and he will get there, because Boots of Travel. A lot of small instances of damage to break through that Gravekeeper's Cloak with the March as well.
That's just, I mean, he is a strong late gamer who also has really good damage potential in the early game. I would like to see what build he goes, because, I mean, obviously, before Tinker kind of fell off really, really hard, March was the standard build, because you could do so much farming with it, especially with Ancients. Now that you can't farm H's with it anymore, I'm curious to see. I personally have been going Laser Rocket on him.
Yeah.
For just, like, crazy TP gank power, because it's really nice to just show up in a lane with, like, 700 damage worth of nuke. So
Definitely.
I don't know. We'll see. Oh, that's a very frustrating thing to deal with as a tanker. I think I mentioned this in the previous series, that anyone who's got global presence be very, very afraid of Clockwork. And Tinker especially, because he's relying on blinking into the trees to keep him safe, and Clockwork just doesn't care. He'll kill you anyway. Yeah.
He'll either throw out a rocket there, and they do ban out the Spectre. The other, like, oh, you're alone, Tinker? Really? Well, why don't I come join you? You know?
Yeah, I mean, Spectre is definitely a good anti-rat.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe they want to pick another really mobile hero with that. I mean, maybe they want to last pick a Fury, and I wouldn't expect it. That would be kind of a little too all-in on the split push.
Yeah, you'd really need to rely on getting the game ended before, I wouldn't say 30 minutes, but probably 40, 45 minutes max.
Well, eHug hasn't picked anything particularly ridiculous for the late game.
Yeah.
The Queen of Pain is okay, but she's not, you know, god tier. You're going to want to see a decent late gamer coming out from her. Both of them actually banning very hard carries.
Yeah, so both a little oriented at the late game, I'm sure. And I was thinking anti-mage, as you mentioned a mobile carry. Someone that Clockwork might have a little bit of trouble locking down. There we go, though. The Naga Siren. Oh, yeah. And everybody's going to go Resident Sleeper. But I'm that other guy. I'm the guy who sadistically likes watching Naga play.
Hey man, to be fair, when she sings, you better go Resident Sleeper.
Oh yeah, seriously.
Kill you, come on.
Okay, so chat, you know your job here. Every time there's a song, we want to see Resident Sleeper spam all over the place. You won't get banned for it. You better not, anyway. Anyways.
I think a Phantom Lancer would have actually been nice here. It gives you a little more early fighting power. And
yeah.
The Diffusal would be really helpful against the Queen of Pain in particular. You can burn away a lot of her mana. Also, the Doppelganger helps you get out of the Clockwork trap, which is nice.
Yeah. And it's not got a long cast time at all, but it'll be morphling for eHug. I actually really like this pickup, though. Being able to pick up the Naga Siren's Radiance for a second and just use it against her. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, and I don't think we'll see this at all, but just theory crafting-wise, the new Ags, you can't use ults.
It's terrible.
But you can only use it on allies, right?
I don't recall.
Because if you can use it on enemies, I'm not gonna lie.
Tombstone?
Like, using the Tombstone or the Tinker ults, or the Tinker nukes, just really quick in a fight to get that extra bit of damage off could be really big.
That's a 4,200 gold investment for, like,
yeah.
minimum effect. It's
that
really,
is true.
really
okay.
Not good.
I wanted to believe.
I don't
no, it's fine.
Or anything. Just like it's fine. It's fine. Okay, I just want to see them all.
I mean, it's still better than Legion's Axe. Like, congratulations, you duel forever. That's it?
I think it's worse, but that's just me. I can think of like some niche situations where Legion Ags would be useful. I can't think of niche situations where Morphling Ags is worth 4,200 gold in a slot.
If you have an Undying on the team, I think it could be worth it. The Tombstone alone is really good.
Why would you just get a refresher on the Undying then if you really wanted to Tombstone?
That's true, that's true.
May not have time to talk. Oh, they're gonna get the coconuts.
Overlay. Ah! We're good.
Alright, we're good. We're good. No one's gonna get in range for a stun.
That panic overlay too. Whew.
Man, you gotta fix this. Yo, Ice has armor for Naga Siren? I gotta get this. This is hot.
It is. I actually have a spare, but I've been saving it for like a 500 viewer stream where I'm going to tease at that. So, you know what? Let's just go ahead and say it. We get 500 viewers tonight magically. We're at like 111 right now. I'll give away a Naga Siren armor. It's very nice. I've had it on mine for a while. I think somebody gave it to me that watched my stream. But anyways, yeah, it's a pretty awesome Naga set. Although, I will admit, it must have been way back in the day when he played Naga, because I haven't seen him play Naga much at all.
Well, Naga is not really in meta, except for maybe the occasional Loda game.
Or EE.
Play that. And Envy will do anything. Envy does what Envy wants. It doesn't always work, but Envy does what Envy wants.
Okay, let's get into the game right now. We have Ollin with Destroyermon on the Tinker. Up in the top lane, it'll be Galliana on the Undying, as well as Mist on the Witch Doctor. And down in the bot lane, we have Pigo, as well as Mango on the safe lane. And shamefully enough, Mango has no mangoes.
That's disappointing. Is he a C9 Mango? Does he play some Smash Brothers? No?
I don't follow competitive Smash as much as I'd like to. But Destroyermon actually could get destroyed in this mid lane, except he turns it around with a laser, and Infinity has a bit of mischance. He will pop the salve and look to go back in. Destroyermon has no regen.
Oh god, did he come to lane with no regen? Oh,
I think he had pulled Tangos. Wait a second. What? She bleeds into the trees! Infinity even finds this funny. Oh my god. Alright, if you'll take it away with a slide of eHug for introductions, since,
Oh, man. Alright, so Infinity playing our legendary Blink into the Trees Queen of Pain right there. We got Bloody Nine handling the Ancient Apparition. Justin will be taking care of the Morphling for us. Ja Lion will be taking care of Visage. And in the off lane, getting very aggressive down here, MJW getting stunned up.
Net it up.
He's going to come out, but the Cog is going to keep him safe.
Yeah.
Pio feels like he wants to go in, but he's got no mana. He probably can't do anything.
Yeah. With the net already used, he practically drained his own mana there, and MJW just says, that's fine, I'll throw out cogs. I actually got a lot of value out of those cogs, and was able to survive. Of course, your casters tonight are myself, SP Revolution 5, and Hippie for Truesight TV. And, Hippie, I don't know if you realize it, but Justin is actually Corey. No, it's not.
I don't think so.
It was... They had Corey playing with them for a while, but I think they've actually made a roster change, and I was about to make a terrible mistake. I don't think it's him anymore.
Well, they've had Justin on their roster for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to say. It was a few weeks ago, though, that they had Saro/Corey playing the safe lane position. Very well, in fact, I thought. So...
See how it all turns out.
Oh, well.
I'm interested to see how... I think Quap, as soon as she has her bottle, wins the lane against Tinker. Because I think... Okay, and he is going Laser Rocket, by the way.
Yeah.
As I kind of expected. But I think as soon as Quap can just Bottle Crow, she can be okay in the lane against Tinker, even though it's a little harder than it used to be. But it's also pretty easy for her to control runes. So as much harass that the Tinker can put out just with Laser Rockets...
Oh! On the bot lane, I guess.
If casters didn't miss first blood.
Yeah. We need like a third and a fourth set of eyes this time around.
Or it's just like get good.
Yeah, we could get good. That's another option.
That's the hard option.
Yeah. Why can't I just pick Sniper?
It's just a rotation from the AA into the Clockwork. They probably did not expect to have the Chilling Touch Clockwork against them this early. Just brought them down with right clicks.
Yeah, and having AA's Ice Vortex there with 20% increased damage this early with even just Battery Assault, that's a lot of extra damage.
Battery Assault is really, really powerful.
I mean, it's only 4 extra damage, but per shrapnel. Yeah. That can really add up. And Naga Siren, she's not the beefiest of sea nymphs in the early game. Although, I'm not too sure the beefiest of the sea nymph will be too successful in attracting her prey, but whatever.
We're gonna skip that one. Just let that one go. Do you have the AA actually positioned in the mid lane? He might be going for a courier snipe, or he may just be setting up for a gank. If he's going for a courier snipe, he may have just gotten vision of it. Yup, he's getting in position. Yep,
and he's probably going to get the bottle as well. Nope, they're not going to send the bottle back. That's very smart, and AA actually does not do any damage to that courier just yet. A March is coming out, so just getting the one value point to kind of keep control of the lane here. And also to push it out right before he gets the rune, hopefully.
If you feel like you're losing the lane, it can be smart to just dump a couple points into March, especially on Radiant side, so you can do the whole triple camp farm thing.
Because the worst feeling is when you've got, like, okay, max laser rocket, Tinker, go farm. But I can't. So, whatever.
Yeah, if you're outright maxing laser and rocket, you're also kind of relying on you getting your items fast enough just in the lane that you can be effective as a ganker. If you don't feel like you're going to have them in time, then you have to worry about, okay, I need March so I can catch up a little bit.
Alright guys, I've edited my mic volume in XSplit. Let me know if that is a bit better, or if I need to turn it down a little more, turn it up, just let me know. Hippie, it's going to be the same to you, but...
Excellent.
I should have thought of that earlier.
Things that require no effort on my end are my favorite things.
I was just like, wait, can we turn me down mic-wise? Well, not really. Can we turn Hippie up? No. Well, we're out of options, guys.
Split for the win.
Yep. Okay. Undying with the tombstone up here. Oh, he hasn't named his, though. I've got one of those tombstones that I just bought the non-golden one on the market, and I named it the Love Shack. The description says, so that's where all the zombies come from.
You are a weird dude.
Oh, it's weird. For sure. But it was the best $1 or so that I ever spent right there. Yeah. It's also, I really have a dream of getting a Pudge hook and naming it Pudge's Nice Hook. Nice Hook Pudge. So when somebody goes, nice hook Pudge, I can just be like, I know, just look at it. It's a really nice hook, huh? But yeah. Okay, thank you. There's even crickets in the game for that. It's wonderful.
I immediately regret my decision to cast with you tonight.
I held back on the puns on second one. Oh, there's a patch? Everybody quick.
It's not the Immortals.
I know it's not, but I have to check, you know?
It's not. The patch notes were already up on Reddit when we started the game.
Oh, I missed that.
I think Warlock Dude got him.
Oh, whoa, this is a change.
Yeah, it's like actually a balance patch.
A little bit. Oh, this is huge. Moonglaives now properly kill zombies.
Yes.
There's another Undying counter. Like, that's actually big.
I love that hero.
Retrieve items and courier deliver items work properly if you have items on the courier, no items in the stash. Thank you for that. Techie's landmines bug. Smaller mud golems were supposed to lead back to the camp, apparently. Interesting. Are these new sets in a chest, or...
I don't know.
I don't know either, but... Oh, and we've got the Wyvern Hatchling in. So no Immortals, but at least there's a stretch goal, you know? Could be worse.
Yeah, check that out. That's the one... It looks kind of like Jakiro, right?
It looks like each of Jakiro's heads had a separate child. Yeah. Or, in my opinion, Wyvern and Phoenix. But...
That sounds awkward.
I mean, they were obviously going with the Wyvern Hatchling. And I think Phoenix is supposed to be a Wyvern.
Wouldn't she melt?
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, now looking at it, I just pulled up the compendium. It
always looks very Jakiro to me.
Yeah. You can't really see the red one, though. And apparently there's a gold one as well.
Alright, alright.
You have to level to unlock the additional styles. So, it's gonna cost them esports monies. And they are at level 1, I'm assuming, for one style. 25, and... Give me a second.
You need to find this for me. I need to know if I have all the styles.
Yeah, seriously. I want to know, too. And I'm getting to the... Oh, whoa. Golden Wyvern is at level 200. Well, not gonna happen.
How many points can I farm? We'll just see how good my analysis is. It'll carry me all the way.
Yeah.
I'll just make all those good predictions, which will probably all be wrong. I actually think the biggest part of the changelog for this is the fact that as long as you get the kill, you're part of the AoE for the gold bounty.
This is a huge buff to Zeus.
Witch Doctor.
Is Witch Doctor outside the AoE sometimes? Well, I guess so. Maledict, yes. I was thinking ults, because, duh. Well, any global. Spectre? Does Spectre count with the illusion gets a bug?
If the
kill?
hero is not there, it wouldn't have counted.
Okay, yeah.
Kill will help her.
Finally, my Spectre has been buffed.
If you're getting a kill, if you get
like,
illusions or something, AA ultimate.
Any illusion, period.
Tinker
Clockwork Rocket
kills after he's TP'd out.
Yep.
Or just frankly from too far away, like with missiles.
I guess that would include post-death kills.
Yes, probably. Although I don't know.
I mean, XP wouldn't be affected, obviously, but
yeah. So I mean, yeah. I guess if you get the kill, yeah. Okay. There's a post on Reddit where someone did an analysis of like how
there were 2
much
posts.
People were actually losing just because nobody was in the AoE.
Yeah, and
they got the kill.
He came up with evidence as well.
Yeah.
So it was like, please, Volvo.
Shout out to you, Reddit guy. I don't remember your Reddit username, but by God, if I did, I would be just, I'd be fluffing you right now.
I hope somebody has posted it in the comments. Oh, it literally says, shout out to the guy that made that thread. Nobody knows his name. Oh wait, here's the... We can give him a proper shout out. It's Triexe. Triexe. It's a very in-depth kill. In fact, he's got a whole list. Like, every hero in the game is pretty much affected by this, actually, it looks like. I mean, he's got a few that are out there. He's downloading new patch.
I'm not sure he shouldn't be able to reconnect if he's patching.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk in all chat because I'm a caster.
Yeah.
I don't think he'll be able to get back in.
Okay. I mean, we had the... Did you hear what me and, that... Okay, is it still loud? Yes, the breathing.
God.
I do have a pop filter. It doesn't... I need to get, like, a pillow to put up there. Do I play Hearthstone? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we could play Hearthstone.
Oh, here we go.
Never mind. Holy shit, I think you reconnected.
Dragondrop was wrong.
Hey, I mean, I'm happy he was wrong. I hate having to remake games.
High sensitivity on the mic. I will turn that down, Hefla. Still after the...
Shout out to Hefla knowing how to fix anyone's stream problems. Holy shit.
And also for hooking us up with the Starladder gig that we've got this weekend, because his guys couldn't cover it. He contacted me and said, hey, can you guys grab that? So, big shout out to Hefla. What a bro. Anyways, back into the game now with Naga freshly patched and reconnected. I really...
Oh, dead Ven.
Wait. Yep, up top. Or up bot, as it will be. And Witch Doctor.
Potential to be a huge
Undying.
He's 17-2 on his CS. He's level 6 already.
Happy we got action. Miss. Going down to one more right click. Yeah. Justin, though, could not tick down. And they will be able to bring down the Tombstone, it looks like, as he does morph strength. That is one advantage over both the Witch Doctor and the Undying. It's like, okay, Undying took some strength, I'll just morph a little bit back. But you were saying about Clockwork doing well down here.
Yeah, he's got a massive advantage right now in his lane. I mean, he's level 7. The Naga is level 5. The solo offlaner being a higher level than your safe lane carry is a really bad sign. And Clockwork is a hero who, when he gets ahead, takes complete and utter control of the mid game. He's got Boots Bottle and another 1,000 gold. And it's 7 minutes in. This is your solo off lane. Like, I would be terrified right now if I was Ollin that he's just gonna, because he's about to have his hook shot off cooldown. I think about when the 8-minute rune comes up, he grabs it and he roams. He goes mid, he just kills Tinker.
Yeah. He's gonna have like a 10-minute blade. Oh, dear.
What?
Panic hook shot. Clockwork is doing so good, 322 time.
Look, MJW just had Caster's Curse, alright?
You are not Timbersaw. It does not work on trees.
Maybe he forgot, okay?
He might have.
It's a mistake to make. There's 2 hook shots in the game.
They're both metal.
Okay. They're both kind of robots.
Yeah.
And Naga gonna try to just get some stuff done with the illusions right there. Chilling touch damage too high.
Chilling touch is ridiculously good though. Like,
it was really easy to spot out which hero she was part of the problem right there. Because she kind of split herself off from her illusions. She may have had a chance. I mean, it would have been a luck thing, but she could have gotten away if she moved them all together.
Yeah. That's always generally a, do they focus the right illusion first? It's kind of an IRL RNG sort of situation.
Justin getting gone on up here. He's got one zombie chasing him, losing some strength. Turning around to put some damage in. Actually, MJW is probably just going to kill Galliana up here.
Yeah, he's in a lot of trouble.
I think he's got hookshot in 1. Mist is dead too.
Yeah, that's a death on the Witch Doctor easily. 0-7 right now.
Got 2. Excellent.
What was that?
Really the Morphling. Justin got both.
Yeah, you're cutting out just a little bit, Blaze.
Blaze?
I'm sorry, Hippie.
No.
It's because you're such a good caster.
Summit story I'll tell you later about the fun stream and everyone not realizing I wasn't Blaze for a bit.
Oh, really?
I was hanging out there, and then Blaze actually came and sat down next to me. I'm like, wait, that's Blaze. Who the hell's the other guy? and I was referred to as Fat Blaze for the rest of the week, and it was kind of funny.
Oh, that's awful. And meanwhile, Mango taking a ton of damage from Familiars and Soul Assumption coming through now. And he will...
Bloody 9 goes down in the AA. Easy tombstone kill, it looks like, and then they're gonna burn the song. They probably could have killed him without. But hey.
At least they got it, I guess.
Alright.
Meanwhile, Venge goes down to the Familiars.
MJW, you know he wants something. This level 4 battery assault. He wants that Naga. If he gets her in the cogs, she's done. Oh, he's not gonna go into the heroes. He might pay for this, actually. Really aggressive.
He is.
He's just done. Queen of Pain's there, but she also isn't going to get anything done. Her ultimate's on cooldown, so not nearly as much damage as she'd usually want to put out there. So, okay, Ollin getting a little bit of the bottom lane. eHug may be going a little bit 3-2-2 down there.
Yeah.
Just
a little bit.
Trying to get some extra work done here. Oh, Queen of Pain going to be chasing the Naga down. She's got no mana, and there's a haste rune on the quap. She should be able to finish this easy as long as she can keep the vision. One more
Soul Rip. The scream's too good. As the bounce actually bounces off the Visage Familiar and bounces back to the Queen of Pain briefly, but it won't be enough to bring her down. She does have more than enough mana to work with at this point, and they're trying just to chase down AA. Undying does have mana boots up, but AA, for an Icicle, he's pretty speedy, you know?
It was really nice by the Queen of Pain. She actually was going in and sniping off when she had the back end of her haste rune several of the zombies that were slowing down the AA. Mango looks like he's just going to get wrecked right here. So much damage coming out from the stun and the waveform.
Sorry guys, trying to audio. There we go. But yeah.
A couple heroes down the bottom. We do have a 5-hero rotation coming in from eHug. Visage Replicant is going to go in and scout things out. Galliana going to be the next target for the Clockwork right there. Mist is going to get almost immediately blown up by Queen of Pain. Galliana not enough to keep him alive either. what was a really good turn at the bottom lane for Ollin. They just kind of stick in a little too long, and now they're getting shredded by eHug here.
Absolutely. As eHug really will go after the spot tower. It is not looking great for Ollin right now. Especially since Naga eventually is going to need a Radiance. And it's 11 minutes in. She's got Brown Boost and parts of a Drum as well as her Aquila. Now, I'm not saying she can't get a Radiance, of course. Drum is a great build-up item into Radiance, in my opinion. But the problem is, if you have to go for a Drum, chances are you're going to struggle getting your Radiance anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it slows down your farm in general. If you're able to get a really fast Radiance, you're unharassed, you can speed up your farm very nicely.
Yeah.
But I think one of the big problems with these, like, you have to go for a farming item first carries in this metagame, is that everyone wants to fight. The most effective way to be getting gold right now is fighting so much and getting kills that if you're sitting there, you're like, guys, I gotta get a farming item, I can't really join fights yet. You're not like a hero like a Gyrocopter who just farms really well passively. Oh, did you get the hook shot in?
No. Missed it.
Heard it. Oh, Justin might be in trouble there. He's got the Maledict on him. Damage is coming out.
They have a tombstone. Oh, I would not drop... Oh, no. It's a disaster. They will drop the tombstone, and Destroyer Mine coming on in doesn't have his travels yet, but actually will help to pick off the Morphling. Ending the mecha kill streak there. That's a lot of gold for Witch Doctor, at least. And Jaw getting hit there. MJW still here, though. Behind enemy lines quite deep, and I don't see him getting out of this one.
He may try and just slow things down. Maybe get a kill here if he plays really, really well. No, he's got that. They can just snipe him down with illusions in the tank.
Yeah. Rip. I mean, he does buy out at least. He's got actually treads and most of a blade mill. Needs 1100 more to finish it off. I do like his decision to go for treads. We've been seeing Tranquils a lot on Clockwork just so we can sustain in the lane, but this Clockwork did very well in the lane. And
I mean, if you can get your bottle fast enough, I don't think there's any need for Tranquils.
Yeah.
So Tinker has his boots to travel. It's probably a little slower than you'd really like, 13.5 minutes, but now he's able to just TP around gank, and I think he has gone, yeah, he's gone for more of a March build, more of a farming build. Tried to get a little bit of lane dominance with the 2-2 in his nukes. Maybe this was his plan all along, maybe he did this because he felt he was falling behind in the lane, I couldn't tell you. But either way, it means that he can go into rat mode now, which might buy enough space for the Naga to get some farm.
And their game plan right now needs to be rat, and welcome to ArchaeaDota, where the kills do matter, but not too much. Because, honestly, it's all about objectives at that point. Unfortunately, Ollin have yet to take any objectives. They're sitting at about a 6.5k gold deficit, a 3.2k XP deficit, let's say. It's not great, but it's not unwinnable by any means.
By a long shot. I mean, a couple of good pickoffs and they're right back even. So.
And in fact, with the rubber band effect, if Naga can somehow get a kill, that is actually a ton of money toward the Radiance. A ton.
Lots of damage coming out from these Tinker missiles. They gotta be careful.
And Ja getting chased down by Naga will miss the Maledict, but does get netted and will be going down. No armor to hide behind with that Gravekeeper's Cloak down. And that is a big kill for Naga. She gets about 400 gold off that total. Bloody 9 getting songed up and in trouble. And actually, they missed the Clockwork hookshot again somewhere on the map. But a big ult from the Queen of Pain. It's gonna hit 4. And rip apart those supports. Destroyer Mon trying to zone them out and just keep the supports alive. Actually, really great positioning here on the Tombstone is possibly the only thing salvaging this fight. But Undying and Witch Doctor just got blown up.
Well, they're having incredible trouble fighting on the combination of Tombstone and March of the Machines. And
there's a Dagon on Quap as well.
That's terrifying. Oh, the waveform to clean it up as she tries to... That was almost a dodged waveform with the
almost
image right there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really tough for them to fight because they can't go near the Tombstone a lot of the time because it's got March of the Machines on it. But if you're running away from the Tombstone, you're just getting picked off by Tinker missiles the whole time. They don't need to chase you to keep dealing this damage. So it's actually a pretty nasty combo that Ollin is putting out right here, and it's really... They've only lost a couple of tier 1s. Obviously, let's see here. We got the advantage out of that fight. Alright, it was definitely eHug. They got about 15 2000 XP. But, I don't know. I mean, I want to say that Ollin can make something happen here. I think if this goes really, really late, they have the advantage, but they have to get there somehow.
I don't even think Naga's really going for Radiance right now. She may be going kind of Battle Naga with a Diffusal. It's not the best build, but it can work.
It can work really well, actually, against a Morphling specifically, because if you burn away all his mana for Morph, he has serious problems. He generally doesn't get a lot of mana until the later game.
MJW is so close with every one of these hook shots. But
Oh,
none of
now
them
he's in
really
trouble.
connected. Uh-oh. No song for 80 seconds. Cask will be bouncing between Visage Birds, luckily. And Naga will live, but can keep the Visage Birds back. It looks like they can. And Naga will at least live to fight another day. But Undying, not going to be so lucky. He's not really living up to his name at the moment. As the Tombstone will be dropped, but will be going down quickly to Infinity. Who, I do want to talk about this level 2 Dagon he's picked up. The fact that he's gotten such an aggressive item here against a very late game strat says they know they have to end the game. And they are scared of what happens if they aren't able to end it.
I mean, obviously, it's going to be really, really nice for picking off a lot of these heroes. Basically, this means Quap has solo kill potential on any hero except on Dying at any time. She doesn't even need her ultimate most of the time.
Yep.
I do think the upgrade of it is a little clowny. It's generally kind of really ineffective on Golden. It looks like we are getting another kill from MJW. Venge is going to get the return kill, but the Tinker dying is probably far more worth it.
Yeah.
They're going to get the Visage Birds, too.
Oh. They almost killed off Mist there. But not quite. Fight recap is going to show us that...
PO should just be dead here. Unless, can he not? Okay. Oh no, he's not going to commit.
Did he dodge part of that?
He ulti-digged.
Okay.
No, he just didn't.
He just was tanky enough.
Quite in range for the Scream of Pain.
Yeah, the power tread's really working it out there.
It was a bad initial blink from Infinity, and then he didn't.
Yeah.
By the time he was ready to burn a second blink, the Venge was right there, so he didn't want to blink in with no escape.
Jaw diving in deep. They will find the Nagasarm with the AA ulti. Yep.
The AA ulti.
I was like, they killed Naga. Wait a second, she's in the fountain.
Yeah, that is how it happens.
Yeah.
So, I mean, eHug obviously cementing a pretty huge advantage right here.
Definitely.
They're getting a little clowny, a little over-aggressive, I think, but at the same time they kind of can. Hookshot in from Clockwork in the bottom lane. What did I say about Tinkers just hating dealing with a Clockwork right there?
Yeah.
You TP somewhere to try to split push. If Clockwork is within,
half of the map.
He's probably going to get you.
I've
played against it. It's an absolute nightmare.
And if you think about it and you're like, oh, I'll just rearm and TP out. While you're standing still to rearm, that hookshot comes in right then. Every time.
Yeah. And then all your stuff's on cooldown anyway. I mean, you don't mark, etc. And frankly, Clockwork has more health than the Tinker. He's okay with standing in March. He's just going to turn on his Blade Mail and laugh.
Yeah, because generally he does have that Blade Mail. But again, we are seeing this. We have to end this game quick. He's building Necrobook Clockwork. This is like a, oh my god, if they get farmed, we're doomed.
I mean, it's a reasonably strong item if they're in the cogs.
Oh, yeah.
If you get it really fast, especially against heroes with low mana pools, it can be really, really effective.
Yeah. He will go down there, but he's still, I mean, he's getting good farm.
Like, that's a 4-hero commit. Look at what they're getting elsewhere on the map for this. You have Infinity and Jaw Lion pushing the mid tower. You have the top tower getting pushed up by Ancient Apparition, Bloody Nine. So, I'm not so sure that's really even that bad. And Justin is going in a little bit here. PO does have Song, so he can always bail people out if he wants to. Really doesn't want to use it right now since he's sitting on level 10. It's always very frustrating to have that 180-second cooldown. And the Quap is in. There's the Song. The Tinker is going to come in as well. By the time it's done, though, Infinity should just have a blink out.
Oh, but he gets stunned!
Lots of damage! Correct!
And Tinker cleaning up that streak will actually earn him a blink dagger off that fight.
What's the Naga got? Because she was in the AoE for that.
Naga. Wait, flight recap. 179.
Okay.
Thank you, nerfed comeback mechanics. But that's another kill for Tinker right away.
Hey, Blink is a scary item on this dude. Like,
yeah, really.
Instant positioning in the instant, just get in and nuke everybody to death.
That is exactly what you want to do with Tinker. Like, I just got a new item. Let's go use it.
That's kind of the point, right? I have as many uses of this as I want. Look at this Tinker. I think he might want to blink up and chase down Bloody Nine on this AA. You could probably get the kill if he realizes no one else is there.
Yeah.
Well, AA ulti gonna fly. It's not gonna make contact with it. Is that a Clockwork hook in there? It is, and they are gonna take down the Vengeful Spirit. But for the cost of the Clockwork, I don't think that's worth it. I don't think they're gonna get either. Oh, they might Visage Birds trying to chase him down. Not quite enough. This is, I don't know, man. eHug, they certainly have not yet thrown away the massive advantage they've built up. But if they keep playing like this, they might be able to pull it off. That was the Naga was in the AoE for that, who actually got the kill. The Undying got the kill. So, I mean, good levels, good gold.
But Undying is now going to go for Guardian Greaves. Probably. Or, I mean, he could even go for Blade Mail or something else. But Guardian Greaves are his late game goal at this point, I think. And that boosts the Naga's reliability in fights by a ton.
Yeah, it's really, really helpful. We have Justin, I mean, he's sitting on a Manta style and almost another 2,000 gold, so he's farming quite well. I mean, just check out his net worth sitting over 10k. The closest, I mean, the Tinker's at 8k, but the next closest is the Naga at 6k.
Yeah.
Ollin.
And Naga has not had a very fun game, but
yeah,
keep in mind,
kind of straits here.
I mean, my favorite game to play with Naga, and it's going to sound kind of crazy, is when you get your Radiance right as your last tier 2 goes down. So you have your back against the racks, you can just farm from the fountain, basically. Never have to worry about running out of mana. That's actually the most convenient spot for me to personally play Naga in. Now, the rest of my team is never happy about that. But of course...
The Naga looks like she's going for Manta style.
Yeah, she's probably going for it here.
That's, I mean, it can be good. Obviously, it's got pretty decent stats for an agility hero, so they'll transfer nicely into her illusions. Obviously getting illusions, but it doesn't really help the rat game at all, which means they're going to be relying on Tinker to kind of hold lanes, and Naga is going to be more of a fighter in this particular setup.
Yeah, and I kind of like this because when Naga has Radiance, she already is kind of a farm sponge, you know? Like, if she's nearby, farm is going to her. Same with Tinker. If he TPs the lane, you're not farming in that lane anymore, Tinker is. I don't care who you are. Unless you're the Naga, in which case I don't know what happens, but... Going for this battle build actually frees up some more space for Tinker and the supports.
Right here. Oh, he blinks out just in time. The Queen of Pain was waiting for him.
Oh. Nice movement, though. And Queen of Pain now with the Dagon level 3. Did she have this bracer before?
I think so.
Okay. I'm not sure, but... Yeah, and they actually have not taken down Roche yet. On the side of eHug. They were going for it, but they're not getting too much done. Visage doesn't have a medallion either. So Morph is basically relying on the illusions.
Is he also going for a Necrobook maybe? Do you think maybe he's going for a Force Staff? I don't know.
Maybe even Axe, but Song gonna come into the pit. And Ollin are ready to party, except for the AA ult, which is coming in right now, which will turn the fight quite heavily against them. Witch Doctor already going down, but Infinity dropping somewhat low. He will be able to blink away. Pio gonna go down now as 3 are dead. The Tombstone's still standing though. As Bloody Nine comes in, gonna try to ward off Mango. Same with the Clockwork, who is gonna hookshot in and land it on Destroyermon. Beautiful cogs there to push him back. And Destroyermon will go down. Vengeful Spirit not even living from the fight, as he'll get blinked to Dagon and screamed at to go back home.
Well, we have our answer on the Visage item. It's gonna be a Dagon. Yeah, he bought up that Null Tally.
Okay.
I'm not kidding, he just bought a Null Tally.
I mean, to be fair, there are some quite squishy heroes.
Are we really trying to find excuses for Visage Dagon now? Is that?
I mean, the team Dagon. Okay. I've tried to make this work in games. In fact, I think I spent about a week of unranked games. Obviously, yeah, I'm not that crazy with a sack trying to make it work. And what we figured out is you have to actually coordinate. Like, if you don't all use your Dagons at once, they use stick charges or something and they live. But if all 5 of you Dagon them at once, they're dead.
Alright, so let's see her. Quap is upgraded for Dagon again. She's got her Dagon 5.
Yeah. Sadly, she can't upgrade it anymore, but she can always get its good old brother, E-Blade. Meanwhile, Clockwork takes down Witch Doctor, goes down to Destroyermon at least.
That's probably better for Destroyermon than it is for Clockwork, let's be honest here.
Is he? He's going straight Sheep. I think, at least. Or Shivas, maybe, but...
Well, I mean... I think they would rather have a Sheep right now. If they can Sheep down the Queen of Pain, it's a really, really big deal. She's putting out so much damage in all of these fights.
Yeah, and if they can lock her down, I mean, burst her down before she even gets the Dagon off, she's in a lot of trouble at that point, so...
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Ollin, though, I mean, you can see that they have some individual skill. It's not that, oh, this is terrible team, report please. Like, their game plan just is not quite on the same page as eHug's, you know?
Yeah, I mean, they're able to... The biggest thing for me is that they are able to capitalize on the mistakes that eHug is making, like in the kind of over-aggression they're putting out. eHug is not playing a particularly clean game. They know they're very far ahead.
Because they were like, what, 7-0 at one point? and then started giving away some kills.
Well, even, I mean, not just that, but just how aggressive the Clockwork and the Queen of Pain have been playing ever since they realized just that they could basically solo kill anybody. They've been diving 3 heroes a lot. Definitely kind of a little bit of throwing there, but at the same time, Ollin, it looks like they're not really comfortable with farming a lot of the map. They don't have a lot of vision up. They basically just have, I think, this ward here.
Yeah.
Missed hook shot from the Clockwork. So what that means is that
there's no gym, so
really having, like, any chance to farm the map. MJW just kind of showing his face out there with it. Oh, A ult's gonna come in, might connect on 3, just connects on 2 right there, but still, that means that Ollin will not want to engage at all.
Yeah, and you know what? Queen of Pain could build an E-Blade, but who needs to when Morphling's gonna build one, you know?
Right?
I actually really like this pickup for him. And this makes the Visage's potential Dagon make a little more sense. Not much, but a little more.
I'm still gonna go with, are we really trying to find excuses for the
Yeah. I mean, I'm the kind of guy who, you never give up on the game. You never give up on the game. So I try to make it seem like the other team at least has a shot. But I also don't want to lie to you guys.
I actually think that the stuff like the Dagon means that it's very definitely winnable for Ollin. I think that eHug is being a little clowny. They're being a little throwy. They're definitely giving Ollin a chance to get back into a game that they probably should have closed out about 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
They should not still be playing, quite frankly.
But Ollin, they know their high ground defense. They know that they have Tinker, they have the March, they have the Tombstone, they even have a Witch Doctor ult, and those are some great tools at holding the high ground. Bloody Nine are going to get swapped back and stunned up. Got a TP coming in from the Naga. Now, Venge will go down, but Galliana actually going to throw down the Tombstone. They haven't managed to track down Infinity yet, but they do bring down at least one hero. However, that is a lot committed for a support. The other support,
they still got a pretty massive XP boost out of it compared to what eHug got. eHug got 92 gold. Let's see here. Ollin got 767, and then
that's huge.
Double the XP. Yeah, I mean it's comeback mechanics. They're able to, if they're trading, it's kind of like trading with a bounty hunter used to be. If you're going 1 for 1, you're winning. Like, that's totally worth it.
Yeah.
And I think they're actually very frustrated with the AA in terms of how hard it makes it for them to defend. Oh, PO might be in a lot of trouble right here. Gets cogged in.
He gets a song.
Siren.
He's also glimmered just in case, honestly. And he's gonna wait here and get Tinker into the fight. But the BKB, or the Blade Mail, excuse me, coming in. The Shurmon taking the tickle damage, and Infinity gonna blow him up with the Dagon. E-Blade going out on a miss. There's the Adaptive Strike to follow. Missed. Waiting for it, but he can't seem to find the kill. They will take down Justin. But here comes the AA ult. The big old ball of ice gonna fly through eventually. And it will connect on Witch Doctor, who I don't think lives through that.
Yeah, it's Eggs. He's probably dead.
Yeah, I'm just keeping his health bar up as I'm looking around the map. Well, maybe. Oh! He just had to survive through like a tick and a half more, and he would have been okay.
The Glimmer Caves almost saved him.
Oh yeah, because it would give him the spell resistance. That's a really big deal. I didn't even think about that. But of course, the damage, you can't heal while you're under it, but you can, of course, resist the damage itself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Still BKB and not take any damage.
Yeah. Assuming that you're not at the HP threshold, in which case, well, when your BKB goes away, it's not going to be fun.
Don't turn your armlet off.
Yeah, don't ever turn your armlet off. And don't start morphing strength, dear God. I once saw, there was one game around TI4. Oh, as Naga might get picked off here.
Yeah,
oh, committed! Oh! No, she goes down. But they can get Quap in return, at least.
Okay.
So,
I still think that's good.
It's good, yeah. I mean, it's core for core, but keep in mind, Quap is down for 15 seconds more than Naga.
The Tinker is the real carry. He's almost got his Hex, dude. He's 400 gold away.
And at that point, you really have to, worry if you're eHug. Oh, he is terrifying. I think that is one of the most OP things in the game. Like, this guy can literally shut down your carry and turn him into a pig, and then he can keep doing it. And keep doing it. And keep doing it. In before Hex, Silver Edge, Tinker. Just to rearm and keep them disabled forever, completely.
That would be pretty mean.
That would be just cruel and unusual punishment, I think we could say.
Pretty bad.
Yeah. Like, you can't use your items.
Yeah. eHug really needs to clean up and try to focus and finish this game. I think they're getting way too complacent. I mean, like, honestly, like, I see the goal advantage. I see the XP advantage. I get it. I think it's a really, really hard team to go high ground against. I think the Tinker has enough gold to make this an absolute nightmare for them. And I think that if this really does go ultra late and the Naga does manage to get something going, which obviously she hasn't yet this game, she's incredibly underfarmed. But
keep in mind, I mean, you get a Radiance on Naga. I don't care if it's 90 minutes into the game. A Radiance on Naga is a Radiance on Naga. You may not be able to get a lot of farm with it, but it will still push out the lanes. That's for sure.
I actually think the longer you get into the game, the less she cares about Radiance because her illusions just get stronger.
Yeah, that's true.
Care. It's like Terrorblade. You almost never buy a Radiance on that guy except
of course,
for really weird games, but he still split pushes just fine.
Yeah.
Actually, something I think Loda did it. It might have been a pub. It might have been a Dream League game. I can't remember. It was while I was busy at the summit, but he went Octarine on Naga.
Yes, it was Dream League.
Illusions.
Yep, it heals your illusions. Not to mention, since it's a 40-second cooldown, you will literally always have illusions up, assuming they don't die.
That's the big thing, I think.
It's... I haven't tried it on Naga yet, and I've been known to do some strange things with Naga. I've played those, like, 90-minute Naga games where you've got the Courier with the Refresh and the Necro 3 and whatever else you might want on it. I'm still questioning the Octarine, but I definitely think it has its place, you know?
I mean, even if all you do is, like, if you have, like, an 8-slotted Naga and all you do is put it on yourself every time you spawn the illusions. Oh, okay, they get the Clockwork and the Visage with the Song of the Siren. Other heroes are too far away, there's no boots to travel, this should be 2 kills.
Yep. There is a Clockwork Sun coming out, but Witch Doctor's ult will get off for free. Visage will make it out as they're distracted by the Clockwork for a second, but... I mean, hey, you made it out. And they took down the core. He's the more important target right now. And he's going for a Vlad's. Desperation push is what I call this, personally.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like MJW is like, guys, we haven't won yet. What's going on here? Why do we have Dagons?
3 heroes build an AC so they can get armor reduction on all 3 towers.
There's a Necrobook actually on AA right now.
Yep.
Looks like there's probably either an Aghanims or a Necrobook coming out for Visage. He's got another stack of Wizardry. If it was an Aghanims, I'd expect a point booster first. So I actually would bet that is going to come out as a Necrobook. Although I'm not really a betting man because I lose a lot.
Yeah, I lose a lot too. I do not want to talk about the Empire game this morning.
Oh, miss.
Oh,
Infinity, actually, he's going to knit it up. Okay, he's going to be able to Cyclone itself off.
Nice play there.
Himself. Lion's going to come in. Oh, AA Blast is coming down. Probably going to get Mango at the very least. Mist is trying to run away from Visage Birds right now.
Oh.
Here comes Destroyer-Mon. The damage is coming out. Lion gets destroyed.
Infinity
might go down too.
Why did he go in?
Everything.
He took down Tinker, but barely.
With that buyback. Okay, Quad's going to buy back. They feel like they're under a lot of pressure right now. That's what you can tell from the Quad buyback.
I'm going to go ahead and say...
high ground right now.
I think they're putting themselves under more pressure than Ollin is.
Well, I mean, they've just been, like, playing so clowny all game long. Oh, okay.
Worth it,
that makes
in a way.
To push high ground. Takes away some of that.
Tombstone wasn't even used, and Undying, they may not know this, but he has no buyback.
Yeah, Tinker not burning his buyback yet. Okay, there we go. They're going to get the sleep into the buyback. Maybe they can get the Hex on Justin before he can get out, or Infinity, whichever one. But they want to Hex somebody. It looks like we are going to have the Cyclone up on the Quap, and she is going to be able to blink out.
Wait.
Maybe they get nothing off
dear.
This.
I'm pretty sure Tinker hexed the creep, but
on
now he's got it. Yeah.
Okay,
he will.
swap in. They need to rehex. Oh no,
they don't need it.
Go down. All right.
Yeah. It's enough.
Clockwork trying to get some pushing in bottom. Almost gets the tower off of that.
Tinker, like, you could feel the pressure on Tinker there, because he hexed the creep, and he's like, oh crap, quick, rearm, it's on cooldown, it's not on cooldown, the casters can't see it, nothing happened, blink after her, hex her, totally planned, coordinated, we got it.
He's got it covered, man. I mean,
Yeah.
They got the stun off just in time.
And that is one of the nice things about Tinker is, in a way, you kind of do have room for error, because you do have the rearm. Now, because he is such a skill-intensive hero, you kind of don't have room for error at the same time. But
the errors that are going to cost you the most on Tinker are errors of positioning as opposed to errors of skill usage.
Yep.
I mean, skill usage, the biggest problem you're going to have if you're doing your skills poorly is that you're going to run out of mana too quickly.
Yep.
But the big thing for Tinker is just, am I in the right spot where things are going to hit, but I'm not going to get caught in between my blinks?
Yeah, and eHug will go after the Roshan right now. I will say, though, with this Hex build, he actually does have quite a sizable mana pool. He's got 1,400. It's definitely not bad.
We have a Scotty out on Morphling. I mean, Morphling is still very farmed.
Yeah.
I think we're giving a lot of credit to the high ground defense of Ollin, but remember, eHug is still way, way far ahead on both XP and gold.
And Morphling's a very good...
terrifying.
I think he's a very good hero at most stages of the game. In the early game, I mean, Waveform does a lot. In the mid game, you got the shotgun combo. And in the late game, he can just pump out deeps like a water heater or something. I don't...
Also,
the analogy failed, but yeah.
Not like a water pump? Pump out
yeah,
deep
that would be nice.
with hydro pump.
Yeah.
Now.
Sorry, my parents sell plumbing supplies, so for some reason I don't think of a hydro pump, I think of a water heater, which doesn't...
Blastoise, man, you had a deprived child.
I should have. Oh my gosh. I was a fire Pokemon kid, so I didn't hang out with Blastoise. I actually despised Blastoise in that sense.
I'm not sure this is gonna work out. I don't think this is gonna happen.
It can't work. I was a water Pokemon, he was a fire Pokemon. It just wasn't meant to be. Anyways, there actually is a relic up on Pio. So, they still believe in the Radiance.
Alright, I mean, yeah, the extra push-out power is going to be really helpful. It looks like they're going to lose a tower. They are going to lose the Venge up top as well. Justin getting very low, trying to just chip down this top rack.
Justin has an Aegis, though. Yeah, and he will pop it right now. Yeah. Meanwhile, at bot racks, though, a lot of damage coming out and no glyph available. It looks like the team fight is going to come up. Bot song, got to come out right now. Visage Birds, kill them. Kill the Visage Birds. Guys. Okay, they'll go down to zombies, actually, in time. Melee racks will still fall, but they're going to bring down Queen of Pain in time. It looks like Clockwork will go down after he takes that down. But up top, Justin is doing work and takes down one Rax. Naga is going to have to do a lot to make up for this, and Bloody Nine could go down in return. Maybe. They will get a short-range ult off. Unfortunately, doesn't connect on much. Or anything, to be exact. And an E-Blade coming out from Morphling. Okay, that's where that came from.
They got the sheep on him. They've got damage coming out from the Naga illusions. Tinker just basically going for the sheeps right now, trying to keep them down. The Naga illusions are going to time out, and it's not going to be enough. I don't think Tinker wants to stay here. Okay, yeah, he's TPing out. He's
running out of mana, but they have a cat. Oh!
No,
I was hopeful. Oh, sorry.
He wouldn't have been able to TP back in. So, and that was over as soon as the Naga illusions just couldn't put out nearly enough damage to do anything to Justin.
They'd have to get literally the perfect cask to justify that.
So, okay, so we're down a lane and a half of Rax. Really more like a lane and 3/4 because you have melee.
Oh, and now that she's got Radiance
on the Naga.
Yeah, but so does Morph.
Push that out.
Morph gets Radiance on his Naga now.
Okay, yeah, but
I mean, he's been making an illusion of this Naga every single time, so it's been a very useful thing for him to pick up as well. And what was...
Yes, but I'm not sure that's, like, their primary concern. I think he's mostly going to be using the replicates for bailout, because Justin can rat just fine if he wants to. I mean, Morphling rats actually really, really well.
Especially with the ult.
Bailout. And, like, he's at minimum strength right now and has 1800 life.
Yeah. What are you going to do, this guy? Hex him. And what about after that? Hex him again. That's really the whole plan.
And hex him some more.
He wants to build a Lincoln's? Fine by me. I've got another Hex coming right up.
I'll just run it with a laser. I got this.
Yeah.
Actually, well, I mean, the big thing is he has a BKB. So, he has a 10-second BKB ready to go, and I think that actually ends the game. Oh, they're gonna get the song off, though, if they can get
on 4.
Justin.
Okay, but Tinker is actually really low on mana. But they'll get the Witch Doctor ult off. No Ags. Oh, dear. Naga blew up. She's got a buyback. She's going to be forced to use it or leave the game right now. As the rest of the team tries to go after Morphling, he's going to run after the Tinker, who tries to TP out in time. Will make it. Looks like Pio is already in a lot of trouble, but Justin will go down. They brought down the Behemoth, but their Rax being brought back down in turn. The Necrobook's starting to do work. It looks like MJW is getting the Hex now. The pig treatment for him. And it looks like Ollin want to harvest their Mexican bacon. They'll take him down with a Riptide. Actually, Undying picking up the kill there. They are hanging on, but only by a thread. And eHug will have no part of that.
Alright, mass buybacks to try and take care of things before ults or anything are back up. The Tombstone is back up in 20 seconds. The Naga Sleep is back up in 5 seconds. The Witch Doctor ult is back up in 30. So they maybe have a little bit of room to do this, but you do have the Naga Illusions just pushing stuff out, trying to slow everything down.
And keep in mind...
They just want to go 5 mid. The Naga Sleep is ready, though.
Yep, and with Justin's strength, even though it's low, he is getting lifesteal from the Clockwork, so he has a lot of sustain. Just want to throw that out.
For Justin, he can get Hex.
Uh-oh. And Tinker's got it this time. He does throw out a lot of March. They don't even really use the Hex. It whiffed ult from Infinity. This could be a disaster for eHug right now as Infinity trying to get back. Destroyermon gonna get invis up here, but they've got another Hex ready. Always ready with the bacon stick here. But...
Backdoor is real.
Uh-oh. They don't even do damage.
Oh my god.
And now they're realizing we have to go for ranged racks, but it's too late. Like... Cool, you got a little bit of damage. Actually, the Necro units do a lot of damage. But you still need both the racks to win. And this kind of pick-off scratch potential on the racks means you can rat against the range racks. You can take a range racks really easy. Melee racks is not as easy at all.
Look at the XP graph, and look at the net worth graph.
Holy
look at the XP graph, for one.
Lord Jesus.
And that's about 10,000 gold. Oh, the Tinker's down! He doesn't have buyback!
Oh, no.
Okay, 80 seconds. They're not going to have the Morphling for 40, so about 40 of that is kind of useless time.
But
God,
still...
That pickoff. MJW, well played! I said the Clockwork was a Tinker's nightmare, but I didn't expect that at this stage of the game.
Oh, he's still a Tinker's nightmare. I mean...
Tinker actually, to deal with a Clockwork, all you really need is a Force Staff.
But that takes up an item slot. And keep in mind,
yes,
an item slot is a very valuable commodity on Tinker.
I mean, he can sell the model for a Force Staff easily.
Yeah, but that could be your E-Blade. That could be your Shivas. My games with Tinker or against Tinker end before I get to that stage, so, yeah.
I've only had a couple of Tinker games where I've had to go quite that deep,
yeah.
But it really depends on the game. If you really need a positioning aid, the Force Staff can be incredibly useful. For
me, it's slow farm, but that's 3K problems for you.
I mean, if I get to 60 minutes on Tinker and I'm not 6-slotted, something's very, very wrong.
Oh, something's wrong, but I'm not a good Tinker player by any means.
Alright, here
nobody
we go.
Look at my Dota buff.
Oh!
It's a Necro family reunion!
Oh, you don't kill the birds! Kill the birds! They're gonna get the
guys, look up! Okay?
That's zombies, though.
Yeah, the zombies will still attack, and they do still spawn through the Naga Siren Song, which is a very big deal. Go ahead.
It's too much. There's too many units. They can just back off and do that again when all the Necros are up again.
But will the Tombstone be up? Will the Song be up? I think so. But they do get pickoffs.
So.
Again! And no buyback. Did he upgrade Dagon?
That's pretty much GG.
Wait a second. Did he upgrade Dagon before or after that death?
Before.
Okay.
That's game.
Yeah.
GG. It was... They tried.
They put up a good fight, but...
You can technically hold Mega Creeps with this lineup, but it's not feasible against a Morphling.
Yeah, the problem is, you can hold Mega Creeps, but can you even get out of your base with those Mega Creeps? Maybe eventually if eHug keep throwing, but I think at that point, eHug just sell the Dagons and the Necro books and say, okay, we build fighting items and we just kill you. Because, I mean, Queen of Pain's still sitting on 2k extra gold, and is basically built utility. She can farm heroes for a while, and... honestly, at that point, if you can hold against Mega Creeps, killing heroes is a very big deal at that point. Because they're the only thing really holding out. The Creeps don't do a thing at there. They're basically just bales of hay put up to try and deter Mega Creeps. So I'm gonna come out. Naga? Okay. Naga still believes, apparently.
Nah, they're calling it. Well,
okay.
I would like to thank eHug, by the way, because their clowny kind of suicide tactics made this a much more interesting game than it would have been otherwise.
Yeah. And hopefully we'll get a very interesting game for game number 2. I have a sneaking suspicion our draft may be a little bit unorthodox.
Are we gonna get less all-in rat? Because all-in rat in this meta, I don't know, man.
It's not fun. Yeah.
If you pick like a fighting carry who can also rat, but there aren't really that many of those.
And if you optimize Naga for it, I think this patch you have to get Naga on, wow, you have to get Diffusal on Naga. I was about to say you have to get Naga on your Diffusal,
You know who might have worked? Leshrac might have worked, actually. A safe Lesh.
But it was banned out.
Was he banned out? Okay, yeah.
By someone or other. I don't remember who. It was eHug, because they didn't want it paired up with the Undying, and there was another reason we had. I can't remember what it was.
It's just good.
Yeah.
He's a really strong hero and worth banning out.
Yeah, I got down to 0 Bloodstone Charges this afternoon and still managed to turn it around. It's like, this hero just does so much damage. Anyways, we'll see if we get to see our radioactive space goat friend in the next match. This is Truesight TV, and we'll be right back with game number 2.